Sometimes I dream of living forever, to never die, not unless I wanted to. Actually, I dream I could just know everything, to have super intelligence, super strength for that matter, and super speed. I wish I could just be happy, all the time, eternal happiness of which sadness never comes. But then, sadly, I realise it's all impossible. But is it really?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It all depends on what time you listen to me. I'm always delighted to come to you with social topics, and I do not present you the hazardous data, rest assured. MBNK TV News is determined to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. That's why we are constantly developing innovative concepts for our chain. We are in the great series of the New World Order of the Kingdom of Heaven. And for this, we analyze everything, each subject, to give you the best information concerning the best government, to give you the best opinion concerning the best culture. So stay always tuned. Recently, we did the first part of the video on transhumanism. Here we are on the second and last video, and I leave you with this introduction.
Are you the future of the human race?
Yes, I am the one and only future of the human race.
That we will become cyborgs.
But I think overall, in the long run, I think humanity is going to be a rather well-coordinated species, or it's going to be an extinct species.
The wicked are too proud to seek God. They seem to think that God is dead.
Certainly you have not noticed it, because of the many news that fills your understanding. Rumors of wars and various crazy news give you the impression that the world revolves only around these subjects. But the subject of life and death remains the main depth concern of every human being. I assure you that it is so. At this moment, the mass is directed towards the wrong road. She can see the cracks of the story. I'm talking about the science of body modification, transhumanism. Among those who animate this ideology, you have scientists not very popular like Zar Gertel of Ben Goethel's Sons, Anders Sandberg of Future of Humanity Institute, Kevin Warwick of World's First Cyborg, Marek Rosa, founder of Good Artificial Intelligence, Mark Tellen of Hanson Robotics, Ere Oscuro, founder of Celestial Cybernetics, Aubrey de Grey, strategist of Engineered Negligible Senescence, and Ben Goertzel, transhumanist. But since this movement started, what are the global tech giants such as Bill Gates or Elon Musk saying about it? Listen here to two speeches by Bill Gates.
I'm on the side of those who worry about developing superintelligence, he explained. First, the machines will work for us, and not in a very smart way, which is quite positive. But then, in a few decades, the progress will be such that it will become a problem. The development of a complete artificial intelligence can mean the end of the human species.
And Elon Musk to say,
I think we should be very careful about artificial intelligence. If I had to bet on what constitutes our greatest threat to existence, this would be it. More and more scientists think there should be regulated monitoring, nationally and even internationally, just to make sure we're not doing anything stupid.
transhumanism is growing in the Silicon Valley, and that is really dangerous because there are those who are building for us smartphones, laptops, and all the new technologies that we are in need every day of our lives. But in the end, in 2019, As far as Bill Gates is concerned, he let Microsoft file a patent for all humans, including you, to have a connected body. And you know what this patent entails? Commerce through your connected body. The patent filed by the firm Microsoft in 2019 is a transhumanist project which offers well remuneration in cryptocurrency thanks to bioelectronic monitoring mechanism directly implanted in our body. The idea of the project is that the sensor or sensory sensor directly implanted in your body will be connected to your user device, let me tell computer, tablet, or telephone, and will transmit your body activity information to an application thanks to the Wi-Fi. The data collected by the application will be transmitted to a data center which will evaluate your performance. In other terms, a communication network. If these are validated, in other words, if your physical data related to your activity is deemed satisfactory according to certain criteria, you will be paid directly in cryptocurrency. To be paid, you will have to perform all kinds of activities offered by companies. It can range from simply watching an advertisement to physical activity itself. For this activity to be validated, the task itself will no longer be enough. You will have to meet a whole bunch of bodily conditions. In fact, all your biological activity will be monitored, from brain waves to blood flow to the electromagnetic activity of the bodies, and will make it possible to check whether your activity is carried out correctly and whether you have followed the instructions correctly. Your bioenergetic processes will become the very condition of your remuneration. No more leaving an advertisement running without watching or listening to it before accessing the desired content. Monitoring your body activity will immediately detect that you are not looking at it. No more strolling around at work again, your bodily activity will betray you. Doesn't that remind you of the mark of the beasts? Elon Musk, meanwhile, refuses to accept that he is definitely part of a deeply transhumanist thought. However, let me tell you that his new startup Neuralink intends to connect a human brain to a computer thanks to an implanted chip in the skull. Elon Musk assures that Neuralink will soon be able to restore speech and mobility to paralyzed people. Ultimately, he hopes above all that this technology will create a real interface between man and machine in order to channel artificial intelligence, the progress of which threatens, according to him, the survival of the human species. Doesn't that remind you once again of the mark of the beast by any chance? Who runs the world? It is the god of money. That's why they are always linking all these stuffs with money. Let's quickly talk about artificial intelligence. It is basically the way to endow robots capable of assisting humans in specific tasks. Except I'm going to tell you something pretty crazy. Humans build their intelligence on the basis of their experiences and their evolution in time and space in all the environments they frequent. Did you know that scientists have created artificial intelligence so that robots can also adapt to everything and grow autonomously in their accumulation of data? They want to imitate in the robot the spirit of man, endowed with intelligence. But they will never be able to understand the deep mechanisms of our spirit instilled by the Father in the heavens at creation. Now, let's talk about ethics. In this order of ideas, ethics should subject technological robotics to the strict utility of the robot for humans. Initially, they made lambda machines and claimed they were very scary, then used them to kill. Then, as they want our souls and spirit to be downloadable into these bodies of iron, They wanted to make them friendlier to us. Tell me, when was the last time you were shocked to see robots looking more and more like humans? You may not care today, but be careful, because their project is in their own fantasies available everywhere on Google. After having lied to us that the man comes from the monkey, they want to lie to us that the man will go to the robots. My dear brothers in the world, open your eyes. This is the new world order. Now, more and more people practice sex with robotic devices, and also robots in human form. Each time it is women who are represented, because their plan is solid and coherent for the destruction. Everything is connected. If you sleep, the roaring lion will devour you. If you sleep, the roaring lion will devour you, for it prowls to destroy you. With that, I salute you and I encourage you to continue to follow us on all the usual platforms. We are doing the series around the new world order of the kingdom of heaven, because we want that the kingdom of heaven dominates all the world. Read all our informations in the description bar and leave us a comment, a share, and a thumbs up. God bless you and see us at the top. God bless you. And let us see at the top where the eagles fly and have their home. Bye bye. In the end, why not accept transhumanism? Simply because it's like the Tower of Babel project. Men want to brave the condition of death without understanding why they are dying today. Death was not God's plan for his creation. But when Adam fell, we all fell with him within. Death, which had no stings to attack Adam, stirred and rose up against him to exterminate him because he had failed God's original plan. Transhumanists around the world and all who are tempted by this demon doctrine, instead of wanting to reverse old age by products wanting to cryopreserve people to take them into the future, wanting to download the minds of humans into computers, to want to transform men into robots, to want to destroy our species, please open your eyes quickly and seek the origin of death. If you find the origin of death, you will find the origin of life, and you will truly be able to identify that all the answers come from the kingdom of heaven. I repeat to you this mythical sentence of the kingdom to incite your curiosity. Seek first the kingdom and the justice of God, and all the rest will be given to you above all. Matthew 6, chapter 33 says so. Your satiety start to knowledge begins in this constitutional verse. Read it, and you will have eternal life. Let us see at the top where eagles are living and where eagles have their home. Bye-bye.